One of the things I love about December is that it's a month of giving and receiving. But earlier, gifting for me was like rushing to a store, randomly picking something, beautifully wrapping it, and tagging my name on it and presenting it to someone. But I think gifts can do a lot more when it's unique, specially made with love and care. It makes a lot of sense. So, one of the ideas I would give you is to make a handmade organic soap. And if this is something of your interest, keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be on making your own handmade organic personalized soap. So we have made a lot of creams, lotions and everything in our pharmaceutical lab during college, but I think to make a soap it's not necessary that you should be a pharmacist. So I think with lot of things available online these days, we can make handmade organic soaps easily at home. I'm going to make this whole procedure of soap making easier for you. So according to me, it can be simplified in 4 steps. So the first is disinfect the area with some rubbing alcohol. Whatever vessels, spoons and everything you are using, just wash it with hot water. Normally I use some hot air from my dryer to dry the vessels. And thirdly, I wear a gloves. So considering the fact of gifting or for your personal use, I think it's important to make it germ free. So why do we want to waste the product that we have done so much hard work for? So these are the 3 things that you can do: disinfecting the area, wearing a gloves and drying your vessels properly so that we don't have the moisture content. It helps to increase the shelf life of any product in general. The second important thing that we need in this whole procedure is a soap base. Online we have a lot of ready-made soap bases available. The soap base I'm using is melt and pour. So all you have to do is cut them into small pieces so that it can melt easily. To melt the soap base, you can always use a microwave oven or you can use a double boiler method if you're using a stove. So no matter whichever kind of skin you have, generally in winter everybody's skin dries up easily. So I would suggest you to use a triple butter soap base. So the third important step is adding all the other additives. So always remember, you can't put your soap base without heat outside for a longer time because these soap bases are always cold processed. So once it's out of heat, generally hardens faster. So whatever additives you have to add in our third step should be added fastly and poured into mold. This third step is my favorite part of soap making. This is where you can add all the different kinds of color to your soap. You can add different fragrance depending upon your wish. You can add additives like exfoliant. You can add loafa or you can add coffee grounds. You can add green tea, oats, honey, lemon zest, anything that you want. But make sure you add it faster, especially with cold processed soaps. So the kind of combinations I generally use, I'll highlight it on my Instagram page. But in general, I like rose and lavender combination. I like the green tea and lemon zest. I like oats and honey, but I love coffee and vanilla. It's one of the amazing flavors you can ever try on. So coming to the coloring part, always use a mica powder because I like some kind of glitter on my soap. I really like it when it shines a lot. The mica powder I'm using, again you can find it in the description box. So if you want to know my preference, I generally use skin safe mica pigments for color. I use essential oils for fragrance and I use body glitter on my soaps to make it shimmery and glossy. And my choice of color pigments is generally fluorescent. So depending upon your preference, you can change and play with the colors. So the fourth step of soap making is pouring them into the mold. Molds can be chosen according to your will and wish. I liked a design mold. So the 2 molds I have used are mentioned in the description box. Have a look at them. But if that is not available, you can use any kind of tumbler or depending upon the shape you want, you can use any vessel which is easily available around you. Always spray rubbing alcohol after pouring the mold because generally you can find a lot of air bubbles on them. So that can be avoided by spraying rubbing alcohol. So if you like to add anything more on the upper surface of the soap, you can add rose petals, lavender, lemon zest, anything of that kind. To solidify, normally it takes around 2 hours, but don't freeze it like you see in some of the videos. To avoid water retention in our soap, just use room temperature to freeze your soaps. So this is how easy it is to make a soap. So do try and let me know, because I think anybody I have gifted this has never told that they didn't like it. In fact, they loved it. So like I always say, do follow me on Instagram, join my Telegram group. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing for a lot more updates. Make sure to subscribe and keep watching my videos. I'll be back with another video. Bye for now. Take care.